Yo, what's good everyone? Hope you're doing great. So today's video is gonna be about my first time doing acid. Hope you're gonna like it, and if not, well, fuck you! So let's get right into it. So the story started, it was being about 2 months since I moved in an apartment, and I was doing great. I could do whatever I want, I was finally free. I was seeing my friends a lot and life was great. One day I called one of my friends, we talked for a while and this guy told me he just got his driver's license back. I mean, this guy loves doing drugs. Don't get me wrong, I love drugs too, but this guy is on a whole nother level. Like, he drove a lot while being fucking drunk and one day he got caught, so his license got suspended for over a year. And he just got his license back, so he told me he can come to visit me when he's gonna be free. I mean, he can drive, but he needs some kind of device that you blow into and it detects if you have drank some alcohol. And also, our birthday was approaching. This guy is literally 4 days older than me. So he told me he's gonna have 2 days off work and he's gonna be able to come visit me. I told him he can sleep at my place and he immediately wanted to. The only problem is, I only got one bed and no, I'm not fucking gay, so there's no way he's sleeping in my bed. But it was a problem we were gonna solve later. Anyways, a couple of days later, it was finally the big day. It was the day before his birthday, so he told me he's gonna be there at around 11 in the morning. He also said that he have a birthday gift for me. I was interested by his gift. I mean, it's the first year he's got me a gift and I've known this guy for over 6 years. So yeah, when he finally arrived, he texted me that he's in front of my block. I got out and we were both immediately hyped as shit. We felt like some 9-year-old kid at Disney World. I dabbed him up and we went in my apartment. He brought a bag with him with his necessities inside. Then we had to figure out what to do. He brought with him a gaming laptop so we could play video games. We decided to play 7 Days to Die and I got another friend which I love playing 7 Days to Die with. So I called him and he answered as usual. I asked him if he wants to play 7 Days to Die with us and of course he wanna, so I made a game. Both of my friends joined, but we didn't play for that long because my friend was fucking lost playing the game. I mean, it was his first time playing and it's kinda complicated for beginners. So we decided to do something else than playing video games. I hung up the call and my friend suggested that we can get prepared for the night. I mean, it was a great idea, so we got out of my apartment, got in his car and went to Walmart to get an inflatable mattress, a pillow, and a blanket. Once we went in Walmart, we went at the camping section to get the mattress. We found one that was pretty cheap and it came with an electric pump. Then at another section, he took the cheapest pillow and now we had to find a good blanket. Sadly, all the blankets were either overpriced or bad quality. But my friend found the perfect blanket. He literally got a Hello Kitty blanket. We both were laughing, but honestly it was the best blanket to get for the price and the quality. He bought the shits and then we went back to my place. Not even 1 minute after stepping into my apartment, my friend said that he's gonna give me my birthday gift. He searched in his bag and pulled out a fucking Ziploc bag. Inside there was 5 tabs of acid. He looked at me in the eyes and said, "Are you interested?" At first I was kinda hesitant, like I had never done acid but I knew it was a psychedelic drug. My friend saw in my eyes that I was kinda scared. He told me to not worry and as long as I stay with him, everything is gonna be alright. Like, he's already done LSD with a lot of people and he knows how to comfort people when they are having a bad trip. I said fuck it and I'm gonna do it, and I asked him how many tabs I should do. He said that with 2 tabs I should be rolling. So without wasting no time, I took 2 tabs and put it under my tongue. Apparently I was supposed to let the tabs on my tongue and not under, but it still did the job. My friend decided to do the 3 other tabs. I mean, he had a lot of experience with acid, so he was chilling. After like 10 minutes, the tabs completely dissolved and I wasn't feeling anything, but now I had to play the waiting game. For the first 30 minutes, I kept saying I was feeling it, when actually I wasn't. I don't know, I was looking around for shit to move, but for some reason mentally I felt like I was tripping, when actually it was a placebo effect. But after another 20 minutes, now I was feeling this shit. The colors were getting brighter, I was giggling a little bit, then I looked at my friend and this motherfucker started laughing too. Then I started laughing harder. Then my friend started laughing harder. We kept getting more and more high. After like 10 minutes, my laughter became panic and I was bad tripping, like it was getting too intense for me. My friend just kept laughing and he kept saying I was gonna be alright, but I kept saying I'm so fucked up over and over again. Like I pictured myself being stuck in a mental hospital because I was gonna be mentally stuck like that forever. Like I kept overthinking. I was seeing myself as someone else's perspective, and I thought to myself that everyone around me just see me as the dumbest person on earth. I don't know, in my head everyone had pity of me, so they won't tell me that I'm the stupidest being in the universe. And I don't remember this part, but my friend apparently said that I kept saying I'm the one over and over again. My friend clearly saw that I was having a full-blown panic attack, so he grabbed me by the shoulders and said that everything is gonna be alright. I'm just tripping balls. But when I looked at his face, it was deformed and the colors were just not right. For some reason, it scared me, so I decided to lock myself in the bathroom, but it was a huge mistake. I looked at myself in the mirror and I couldn't recognize myself. I just zoned the fuck out looking at myself. After 5 minutes, my friend knocked on the door and asked me if I was alright. I snapped out of my thoughts and got out of the bathroom. My friend said that we should go for a walk and it's gonna change my mind. I said sure, so we got out of my apartment and started walking around, and I was finally calming down. Looking at the sky, the trees, the cars, the building brought me back to reality, and I was finally enjoying my trip. As we kept walking, we walked past an abandoned train rail in the middle of the vegetation. I mean, it wasn't a forest, but there was tall grass and trees all around it, so we decided to go explore some new parts of the map. We walked on the tracks and it was really relaxing. After a little bit, we noticed an abandoned train and we both immediately had the same idea. We both wanted to get on the train. So we went in the tall grass. It was kinda hard to walk through, but we made it. Then we climbed the train, and from up there, we saw a junkyard behind a fence deeper in the vegetation. My friend said that we should totally explore the yard. I immediately agreed with him, so we got off the train and went deeper in the tall grass. When we finally got to the fence, my friend climbed it first, then I climbed it, and in the yard there was so much shit to look at. We walked for a bit and we saw a Nissan 240SX rusting in there. I felt so sad seeing my dream car rotting in such a place. My friend kept making noises like throwing random stuff and shit. Then I heard some barking. At first I thought I was hallucinating, but my friend looked at me and we both understood that was some dogs coming to attack us. We turned around and we saw two huge pit bulls coming at full speed ready to bite our asses. We both ran as fast as we can to the fence, but the dogs were catching up on us. Then we heard someone scream, "What the fuck are you guys doing in here?" We didn't turn around, we just kept running. My friend made it to the fence and he climbed it in record time. Then I got to the fence and climbed it too. Luckily we both made it without any problems. But what I assume is the owner of the junkyard was after us now. So we kept running, went back on the train tracks and went the way we came from. Once we were back on the road, we both had to catch our breath, then we fucking laughed like the two morons that we are. At this point we were getting hungry, but I knew what to eat. Near my place there's a public market that sells some of the best cheese and sausages I know. So we walked to the market and man, at this point I was being used to the acid and it's beautiful. Seeing the patterns and colors changing was fascinating. After around 20 minutes, we made it to the market. We went in and first bought the cheese. The seller saw in our faces that we were high as shit. I mean, we both looked goofier than SpongeBob. Then we bought the sausages. After buying our food, we went back to my apartment and now it was time to cook. I took a cauldron, put some water in there and boiled the water. Then I put the sausages in and let the sausages boil for 10 minutes. While the sausages were boiling, we ate a little bit of cheese and bro, that cheese hits harder than my father's belt. Then the fucking fire alarm went off. I took a towel and waved it in front of the alarm to make it stop, but it kept going off again and again. So we decided to unplug it, but the motherfucker still went off. I don't know how the fuck it's possible, so we wrapped it around the towel and put it in my drawer. Even to this day it's still in my drawer. So yeah, when the sausages finished boiling, I sliced them and tossed them in a pan with butter. The sausages are maple bacon, if you're wondering. So yeah, we ate 3 sausages each and man, this shit was so fucking good. At this point we were coming down from our trip, but we were still laughing and having the time of our lives. After eating, we just goofed around doing nothing interesting, then we decided to go to sleep. And bro, we tried to use the electric pump to inflate the mattress, but they didn't give the batteries to power the pump. So we had to go to the nearest gas station and it was getting dark. We went next to a park and I shit you not, we saw a drug deal. Like there was a guy sitting at a table and there was another guy with a backpack. The guy sitting gave the other guy some money and the dealer took his backpack, reached inside and gave the guy a bag. Then he just walked away. Anyways, we arrived at the gas station and the cashier immediately saw that we were tripping balls. He said, "Are you guys having a good time?" We just looked at him and said, "Yeah." Anyways, we bought the batteries and went back to my apartment. Then we had to figure out how to use the pump. I know it sounds like a simple task, but the fact that we were tripping made everything 10 times harder to do. So yeah, after what felt like an eternity, we finally figured out how to inflate his mattress. Then it was time to go to sleep. It was kinda hard to sleep because I was still a little bit high and I kept overthinking instead of falling asleep. But eventually I did fall asleep. In the morning, we woke up at about the same time and we both had one thing in our minds. Eat! We were some hungry motherfuckers. My friend ate some bagels with butter and I ate some pancakes with Nutella. After having breakfast, my friend went in the shower and shit, then I did take a shower. Remember guys, take a shower. Anyways, we both felt drained and didn't want to do any other thing than rot in bed. But yeah, my friend said that he's gonna go. He packed his shit up, then before going, we both said happy birthday to each other, then he drove back to his place and that's it for the story. Hope you liked it, like and subscribe if you want and goodbye.